Hello everybody. This is Wolf Shadow, or Atari Maniac on the Shotbow Network. So today I made a while ago I made a post on the forum on the Shotbow telling people how to be a half-decent ghost in Ghostcraft. So I'm going to pick one of these with some people who won't murder me right off the bat. But I'm not actually going to do a game. What I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to show off basically what all the different items for the ghost do, explain the different classes and which ones I hate and which ones I like to attack as ghost and which ones I would suggest to attack as a ghost, and basically what all the ghost can do. So first off, this would be the slash, which is the wood sword. And then if you remember in the forums post of this, I told you what this does. Basically, this is your healing tool. This tool is what will keep you alive. Whenever you're low on health, you will definitely want to use this. Ow, that guy's a jerk. So, if you smack someone with this, it should heal about half a heart, if not a whole heart. So, only use this for when there's like soldiers everywhere wanting to, rip you to pieces with their nades, or if you really desperately need health. This is what this is for. This is the weakener. This I'm going to save for later. This is the frag grenade. This is not the pride and joy of the ghost, but pretty daggone close. Simply chuck, wait, and if the guy's an idiot, watch him go kablooey. The next is the bone. Most people are like, what the heck does the bone do? Well, think of it like ventriloquism for idiots. All you gotta do is simply right-click in a place, and we'll make the jumping noise wherever that person's looking. Perfect for distractions, getting guys to go wherever you want them to get closer for a stab, or to your bombs, or whatever you really want them to get close to. The next is the flashbang, or the nether star. This precious little buddy is let's just say it's perfect for making an ambush. Simply chuck, I'm going to be a jerk to the jerk, and you blind your opponent. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's wonderful for getting rid of annoying people who are just going to shoot you, stop archers from finding you, and make wonderful, wonderful, wonderful ambush attacks. I love it. The next is the gas tier or poison grenade. Use this on campers and soldiers to weaken them quickly or make wounded people injured to critical for easy kills and an easy game. That's what this is for. Or to just eliminate those annoying campers and get them to scatter. The crafting tables, which is spook, is pretty much it's the executioner. If you have a wounded guy who's too much spam clicky, simply click and you'll chuck one of these right into his face. Of course, I'm not in a good position, so I can't actually show it to you because I'm an idiot. So, yeah, basically it throws crafting tables around. And those are great for blocking paths, to slow your enemies down from catching you, and to just finish off really injured people. Or to just, give people a fright, which is always fun. So now that we got that all out of the way, let's go to the pride and joy of the ghost, the stab effect, or the shears. Simply left click, and it will charge up, and you will perform the stab. Now, to do this correctly, you always want to time the attack, otherwise you'll just miss. And it's best to use these to attack from above, and always do it before you reach your target. Always, always. Because, if you did it too early, he'll hear you because you make a distinct growling noise. Let me unplug my headphones. So, here's the sound you make anytime you do it. Letting you know that you're charging. The squeal does the stab. Now, if you're not careful, and you just run up behind a guy and go, like that, more likely or not, that will give the enemy plenty of time to run away from you, or to run off and then come back and slap you with 50 slices to the face. So, always, 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 always time the attack first. Always. Now that we got that out of the way, let's show off the abilities of the ghost. So here it is. So you have the ability to do holding shift, allows you to perform a leap. The longer you hold, the higher you jump. Now if you right click with your shears and stuff, it'll perform little mini leaps, using up your stamina in the XP bar down below, as you can see. If you run out of that XP bar, you're fried, because you will not be able to make a jump and escape multiple targets. So I would go over there, but it's going to be extremely difficult, so I'll try to get over there. If I won't, then I'll just skip to the next part. This is really hard training, unless which I would suggest always jumping straight up in the air, not getting close to the edge. I'm an idiot. Woo! Okay, so I'm not going to try that again. So basically, the next ability is your wall gripping ability, which I'm doing right here. Simply get to the wall and hold shift, and you'll notice my XP slowly goes down, and I slowly kind of climb the wall here. If I would release, it would launch me into the air. Now, I've recently learned that it's best, this is really good for escaping or getting up into high places. Simply run up and then spam your shift, and you can climb walls like a boss. So basically, you can just parkour it out of the way. And that's basically it for the Ghost class. Now it's up to you to practice it and learn the best techniques to kill all those annoying people. So let's start going over the classes of who you should eliminate. So let me find someplace empty, because I don't want to get sucked into a game. So let's see. Okay, so here are the main classes that I know about. All of these are basically ranged classes, but they're extremely dangerous, and I've not fought very many except the bazooka bow and flame bow, and both are not fun to fight, I might add. But they're basically the same rules as archer, just with a lot more caution. So anyway, from the weakest class, in my opinion, would be the archer. The archer, that is like a joke to me. He only gets you if you sit still too long, you lag, or you're right in front of his face trying to kill him. He has 1 leather armor. That's how you can identify him, and he's carrying a bow and a stone sword. The best tactic to eliminate these guys is to always get up where they're not looking, from like their sides on warehouse, right on the other side of the rail, behind them, and to smack and then jump out of the way or do a stab before they can turn around and shoot you. If you do it successfully, these guys are perfect for healing yourself, but not as well as a medic. Medics are great for healing because they obviously will heal themselves. Okay, the next one is the battle bow. These guys are a little bit more tougher. They wear a leather cap on their head, and they carry a bow as well and a stone sword, much like the archer. But what makes them different and separates them is the whole fact that they will shoot 3 bows or arrows at a time in a quick burst, causing 3 hearts of damage if all 3 should hit you, making them extremely dangerous if from far range. So your best tactic, same as the archer, get up where they're not looking, from above, from the sides, from behind, and give them what they deserve. A few smacks, maybe a stab, you know. The next class that you should go for is the medic. That should be your next target after these 2 are eliminated, or the soldier. I would say get rid of the harder ones first, that way they're out of the way. But if you want to get experience, and that's what you're worried about, then go for these 2 first, because these are like almost guaranteed you'll get a kill, as long as they don't nail you first. Okay, so the medic, these guys are a nightmare. They make hiding almost impossible, because they have a ghost detector. So what that means is that if they spam click the compass, they can track you no matter where you are. So it'll always point to you, and they can always run up and find you. The best tactic to use when fighting these guys is to get up in a high place or somewhere low and let them try to find you with their ghost detector, because it'll take them a few seconds to register where you are, because the ghost detector, its only weakness is that it doesn't tell them, let me mute that, it doesn't tell them how high or low you are. That's the weakness. So that's how you get rid of them. And all you gotta do is you wait for them to come for you, and you just time it and knock them while they're trying to find you. It's that simple. The final class, and the most annoying class to fight, are the soldiers. These guys are walking instant kills on a ghost. They're like the anti-ghost class. They carry around 3 nades, which they will happily spam into your face, an enchanted iron sword, and chainmail armor, making them a ridiculous guy to kill. So your best tactic for fighting these guys is to make them waste their grenades, and to basically weaken them up before you go for the kill. So for those guys, I'd say throw poison, flash bang them, and do everything you can to make them waste their nades. It's the only way you're going to be able to kill those guys besides stabbing. The other tactic you can try to do is a slice run, is what I'm going to call it. That's where you run in with your slash, give them a smack, and then jump out of the way before they retaliate and counterattack by chucking a nade in your face. Now, do not underestimate the soldier and support classes, or the battle bow, or the archer. If the guy is good enough, he can make even the weakest of classes pretty deadly. So definitely examine who's the weakest, who's the separated from everybody else, and all that stuff. And never, ever get in a one-on-one combat with another person, especially a soldier, unless you think you're going to win. If the guy's at full health, then you're not gonna win, and even if you do win, you'll probably be down to about 3 or 2 hearts left, meaning that you'll be so weak that basically the next guy who shows up, he's probably going to spell your doom if he finds you. So that's basically all you really need to know. The only other thing I would suggest you should do is practice, practice, practice. Because if you don't practice, you're not going to be able to do good. And if you can't do good, people are going to think you're the most annoying and easiest ghost to kill. And they probably won't even try to hide from you. They'll probably just charge at you. So I hope this has been helpful. And I hope you can get some kills in Ghostcraft and maybe some XP at last. And yeah, subscribe and comment and favorite if you liked the video and liked the tutorial. And I will see you later. Ooh, nailed it.